Now, sports.
Welcome back to sports, everyone. I'm Chaz Messman. It's been a rough couple of years for the Cibola Raiders football program, but with a new head coach this season, the team is looking forward to improvement. Vanessa Gongora from the KYMA Sports Department shares how the Raiders plan to turn things around.
The black and gold return with their former assistant coach Caleb Gillespie now leading the pack. He says the boys are hungry and success will be measured by taking it one game at a time. Coach Gillespie has been on the Raiders sidelines for 4 years but decided to take it up a notch and accept the head coach position.
One of the big draws for me of staying on the program and really going for the head coaching gig was all the athletes we have here. And then the thing that really pushed it over and made it an easy choice for me was the staff that we have.
Gillespie says it's important for him to look back on previous seasons to learn what worked and what didn't. He spoke with former coaches Stephen Fritz and Casey Keplin to pick their brain.
It's key to learn from some of the great things that he did and then some of the things too that we can improve upon. That's the best way to get things done.
And Gillespie has already set the tone for this season.
One of the big things I'm trying to do is just reestablish and reinvigorate the tradition and history of the Cibola football program.
Senior Devin Burris already sees the changes making a difference.
First of all the plays have been changed. What's it called? Everyone's coming together. I feel like everyone being out here, it's not how it was last year. We're all building a brotherhood here, and we're having fun while it lasts.
Senior quarterback Ian Brown says with Gillespie's QB background from playing at Peoria High School, the Raiders are in good hands.
When I first started playing quarterback, I'd always go to him, ask him for advice. He was always great.
Brown says it's been choppy the past 2 years, but he'll steer his team in the right direction.
I'm always trying to lead the pack, I guess.
Ivan Barron Jr. says having Gillespie as a senior year coach is a blessing and opportunity.
On the field, I see him helping the guys understand plays, whether it's the linemen, the receivers learning their routes, and then off the field, he's always checking on us mentally, emotionally, physically if we're good.
Barron Jr. says he believes in his team, and as long as they have the confidence and courage, they can reach success.
I mean, it's going to take a lot of us to get more in the win column, but it's definitely not impossible. It's very, very doable.
Coach Gillespie says they plan to hit the ground running, and staying persistent and consistent is key. Overall, the opportunity is one Gillespie is more than thankful for.
I'm not from Yuma, so being able to come here and establish some really good bonds and friendships with some of the coaching staff has made it a really good place that I want to stay.
The Raiders hope to start their season with a win at home on August 30th against the Dobson Mustangs. Reporting from Raider Field, I'm Vanessa Gongora, KYMA Sports.
And tomorrow we're going to continue our prep football previews with another program looking to turn things around after a poor season with the Gila Ridge Hawks tomorrow right here on News 11. Athletic programs in the Imperial Valley need to handle the heat a little bit different, and thanks to a new law that restricts athletic programs, including football, from practicing and playing in extreme temperatures. And while the rules are intended to protect the kids, those directly affected say it's just putting them at a disadvantage. Luis Lopez has more.
This is a wet bulb thermometer. It measures temperatures, wind speed, humidity, and solar radiation, and its effects on people. In turn, it shows a number, which, once at a reading of 93 or higher, all athletic activity, including practices and games, must be stopped, leaving programs throughout the Imperial Valley, like Brawley, to adjust.
Even if we have to start a little bit later, tonight is fine, but some of these lower level games were at 6, now we're starting at 6:30. Football team practices 4:30 a.m. in the morning. It's hard, it's tough, but we're going to get the job done and make sure these kids can be out there.
Meanwhile, the Valley Schools competition throughout San Diego section won't have to worry about less practices, being in a much cooler climate. Palo Verde head coach Wally Grant says what California hasn't considered is that kids from our area are used to the high temperatures.
These kids lived out here their whole entire lives. So by the time they're knee-high to a grasshopper, they're out running around and they're acclimated to this heat.
Players throughout the valley, while also frustrated, know they have to adapt.
It's a bummer because, like you said, I've been doing this for 3 years straight, and it changed. Nothing's changed. The weather's the same. Even it's really nice right now. I don't understand why we can't practice more.
We're still gonna make what we have, in front of us. Every practice, we're not lousy. We're gonna work and work and work the whole time.
So, as players either stay later due to delays or miss practice altogether, schools throughout the valley are following the rules, but are left knowing the costs.
I definitely think it's a disadvantage. There's no question about all of that. We've made it work so far. Tonight's 107, 108 degrees, so we're going to make it through. But we still have you still have another month and a half, 2 months to go of this and everything.